we have an enemy, and he's the adversary, and that is the devil. So we have that defined. Number two, we are in a spiritual battle against our enemy. We are in a spiritual battle. The TV and the media deadens us to this fact. Our jobs, our friends in the world, busy schedules, all of that dulls us to the fact that we are in a battle with the enemy. Day by day, we're in that battle. But our enemy is out to destroy us. He attacks who we are and what we want to do. He plots to attack our families, our devotions, our dedication to Christ, our ministries, our church, our leaders, our way of life. He is out to do battle against us.
That's right.
Else why would Ephesians chapter 6 say to every Christian, put on the whole armor of God? What do you need that for if you don't have an enemy that you have to do battle with? And so we do. Satan tries to stop us. He's trying to discourage us. He tries to get us to quit, to get us to lose our temper and blow up. He tries to get us to disobey what we know God wants us to do. He tries to make us think that we won't make it. He tries to get us to question and doubt God. He brings a constant assault on our mind, and that's why we need the helmet of salvation on our head to protect our mind. We've got to have victory in our mind. I wonder if you experience this kind of attack. I wonder if you experience this kind of problem. This is a Christian battle for which God calls Christian soldiers. We are soldiers in the battle. And so we have an enemy, number one. Number two, we are in a spiritual battle against that enemy. The enemy is the devil, of course. Number three, the devil has helpers.
That's right.
The devil has helpers in this whole thing. His helpers in the battle are fallen angels who followed him in his rebellion in heaven and were kicked out with him. In Revelation chapter 1, verse 20, the Bible calls the stars angels. I didn't say that for effect. I mean, that's just what the Bible says. In Revelation 1:20, last half of the verse, the seven stars are the angels of the seven churches.
Amen.
And it can mean messengers as well.
Yeah.
Now, in chapter 12 and verse 9, it speaks of the dragon. The dragon represents who? The devil.
Yeah.
That's right. In Revelation 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Do you see that?
Yeah.
His angels are cast out with him. Well, I wonder how many angels were thrown out of heaven when Satan was thrown out. We have the answer in verse 4 of that chapter. Revelation 9:16 speaks of 200 million demons.
Wow.
But in Revelation 12 and verse 4, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. So 1/3 of all the angels that God created and were in heaven were cast down with Satan when Satan fell. In 1/3, and that has to be millions of demons, because we know there were 200 million demons that were loosed in Revelation 9 and verse 16. So there are millions of angels and millions of demons. Where are they today? In 2 Peter 2 and verse 4, the Bible says some are in hell in chains. Some of the demons are in hell. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved into judgment. Yeah. Chains of darkness, other verses point to the same truth. However, some of the fallen angels are loosed with Satan to do his work in battling up. They are called demons or devils in some verses, spirits, evil spirits, unclean spirits. They things like that. They are called unclean spirits because of the immoral and dirty and wicked thoughts that they batter us with. That's where that junk comes from demonic powers. You think your church is organized according to what we read in our text, Ephesians chapter 6 and verses 11 and 12? This kingdom is organized. I mean, principalities, powers, rulers of darkness of this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. From the Bible, we know what their activity is. Could I rehearse it with you? It's possession. It's obsession. Oppression. It's the occult. This is part of their work. Cults, false teaching, false doctrine, error, Satan worship, crystal ball gazing. We don't have anything to do with that stuff. That's all Tommy rock. We stay away from that as believers in Jesus Christ. We don't need that. We have the Bible.